So here we have placed some spikes for a character to be killed, and I got that from some free game assets from the Unity asset store. I'll cover that in a later section in this video, so watch the full video to get the full context. So here let's just make some minor tweakings to the spikes that we want. I mean, in a game you need some kind of thrill or suspense, right? So there should be something for us to navigate through around, and that will be the spikes. So here there is a simple script where the user, if it collides with the spikes, it will throw. So here let's just categorize the spikes as traps. We give it a tag as traps and selected it, and here it's a simple collision. Now let's write a simple if statement just like this. If collision game object compare tag is traps, then we need to do something. For now let's just do debug.log player died, and let's go back and see. Let's play. Okay, this gives me the feeling of a very retro kind of 2D platformer, which in the beginning when I was making it I didn't realize, but now I get that vibe. Let's see if it dies. Yes! So our debug log statement worked. The player is in fact getting in contact with the traps, and we can now kill the player when he's in contact with the spikes. Spikes are dangerous, man. Okay, so coming back, we need to move the main camera out of the player, so which is very weird. So here's a simple script to update the position of the camera with respect to the player, which gives a more natural feel. So here, after attaching the script to the camera, we can see that the player indeed moves along with the camera. I mean, the direct opposite of what I just said. The camera moves with the player. Okay, now let's take the same spike. Let's delete it, take the spike, and let's make a gorge. Right, we don't always want the player to have the ground in which he should walk. And here let's just make something on which we have to place our spikes, because empty space is very bad. And I'll fast forward just a bit. You can do anything that you want. It doesn't always have to be the same. You can use any asset that you want. I mean, you don't always have to use the Unity asset store. Okay, here we have to make a platform for the player to jump on, because my idea is suddenly I wanted to make a moving platform that the player should navigate onto. So if he misses the jump onto the platform, he will be killed. For that, so this is the Unity asset store that I was talking about. Here you have a lot of 2D and 3D environments and assets. You can categorize them as free assets, and even though there are free assets, you have a lot of options to choose from. So you can also directly access the asset store from inside of Unity. There are a lot of useful assets, because making assets is a pain. I mean, it really is. If you're looking for getting into game development, then don't create assets, because it kills a lot of your time. Okay, anyway, back to where we were. Let's just rename the sprite as platform and just resize it. Now from the downloaded assets, we drag and drop this thing, and now we have a platform. It's a decent looking platform is what I believe. It's not too bad, but yeah, we'll see. Again guys, this is not a full-fledged game, so this is for learning purposes only, because my passion is into all this kind of stuff. So let's just extend the ground on which the player can run, and I need to make the gap a little bit more. So let's see what we can do. Now to move the platform between 2 points, we have to create a waypoint. So let's just create an empty and duplicate it and place it between, like whichever points between you want the platform to move, just place it like this, and the rest we have to do it in the code. So let's just extend the ground and let's just extend the movement. Okay, so back in the code we have a very simple code. So there's a serializable field game object which is an array of waypoints, and now we say that if the waypoints of current waypoint index of transform and the position is less than 0.1f, we will increment the current waypoint, or else current waypoint will be 0. And now if we apply this and see, we can see that the platform is moving left and right. Now the only thing that is left for us to do in this video is, if the player jumps onto the platform, we need to move the player along with the platform, right? So there's a simple script for that also. So this is not as big as you think. We are just parenting the parent along with the moving platform. So we have to check if the collision is true. So if the collision is true, the player will be parented on the platform. And then there's a simple relative position calculation, giving transform position minus current position. That is the only change that we have to do. You can directly copy the code from mine, and then you can see that the player moves along with the platform. That is it for the scope of this video, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. In the next video we'll be making the enemy. So bye.